Welcome back to another episode in the Minnesota Vikings franchise. This episode is going to be the off-season episode because we're just coming off the insane Super Bowl win against the New England Patriots. We're still on Super Bowl Sunday here. We're going to be moving through the weeks now, week by week, as you know this in the style of my channel. And we're just going to be taking a look at things as we go along, figuring out as we go along the way. So, stay along for the ride. Thank you that you're here. And yeah, let's just get going. 2023 season recap. Let's take a look at this here. Of course, 34 versus 21, the final score here for the Vikings. 2 times Super Bowl champions since Coach Dreddeus took over, which is pretty nice actually. Super Bowl MVP is Alexander Mattison. Well done, Alexander. Yearly awards go to Tua Tagovailoa, who is the Dolphins quarterback, as we know. Coach of the Year for the Jags, Doug Peterson. Offensive player Josh Jacobs, defensive player Max Crosby, offensive rookie Rudy Atkins for the Seahawks, defensive rookie Dustin Gold for the Giants. No Vikings right there. That is a little bit sad, but okay. Wouldn't have hurt, right? Let's just take a look at the staff moves here. I'm just going to be looking through this very quickly. So John Harbaugh has been hired as head coach for the Los Angeles Rams. This is actually something that I think is pretty cool, where you can just really feel that the team feels different with a different coach. So we've got 3 new head coaches. We've got fired head coaches. Frank Reich here. Robert Saleh has been fired. Jared Larson, John Harbaugh has been fired here, and so on and so forth. Yeah, Sean McVay has been fired. Oh, come on, dude. Well, that sucks a little bit, right? Anyhow, I would love to just get John McVay as my offensive coach or something like that onto the staff. I don't think that is possible though. But yeah, we're not going to do that, of course. We're just going to move into next week where we're going to re-sign players. Player renegotiation week. This is it, guys. This is just the time to take a look at things. We're going to be taking a look at the mock draft first. Interestingly enough, they're putting the New York Jets at the first overall pick. Why is that the case? We've got the first overall pick, don't we? Caleb Williams is going to the Rams in this mock draft. We're taking JT Tuimoloau down here, and then Corey Foreman and Damian Dalcourt, who I could see myself going for. But how can it be that we are this low? Tre'Von Henderson, yeah, that makes sense. Taking 2 new running backs. All right, I'm not going to be taking a look at that again, but I do want to check out my my draft picks. Did something change here? Or did I miss the memo? Let's just see. Draft picks. 6th overall pick. Where did my first overall pick go? Oh, guys. That is not good. All right. Okay. We need to act here. But okay. Good to know. Good to know. We're going to be handling that in a moment. Now, let's take a look at the retirements first. We're just working our way down here. So Cam Newton retires, Matt Paradis, Cameron Jordan, Kevin Zeitler, Chandler Jones, Ben Jones. A lot of player names that we know here. Of course, Harrison Smith retiring for the Falcons. Of course, a former Viking. Russell Wilson, Jeff Pruta retires after 4 years only. Kelvin Beachum here. Lawrence Guy, Blaine Gabbert, and so on and so forth. So quite a lot of well-known names here retiring, but none from our current roster, of course. Players ready to negotiate. We've got 10 players up for negotiation. We've got Caden Stearns. We've got Martin Mapu, Cedric Lawrence, Amari Jones, Patrick Jones II, Cameron Latou. We've got Noah Gray, Jojon Williams, Will Merrill, James Lynch, John Feliciano, Olisame Kayudo. All right. Let's just take a look at these ones here. I think I want to keep Caden Stearns around. I feel like he has something to offer to the club, or is it Martin Mapu? One of these two, and I feel like it will be Caden Stearns because he's just a little bit older. On the other hand side, Martin Mapu is currently already a scheme fit. So let me just take a look here at Caden Stearns. All right, I think it's gonna be the other way around. I think I'm gonna be going for Martin Mapu. He just seems to be a little bit more well-rounded. Cedric Lawrence. I mean, we could get all of these back. No, all right. No information, guys. I'm not going to be renewing anybody of these because we can get them all back out of free agency. This is what's going to happen here. I don't intend to spend any money on these guys here, so no renegotiations. We're just going to be moving on into free agency. That's next week. So week 1 of free agency, we've got 24.9 mil in salary cap available. The combine results, actually, I'm not really that interested in those because I was just happy to see that we're not here in the first overall spot anymore, going for Caleb Williams, and we need to fix that. We just need to fix that because I need to have a generational QB on the team. As much as I like Karim, I just don't think that that he is the guy to really lead us for the next 10 years or something. I want to build a legacy here, right? So next station, let's take a look at the free agents. Who is available? All right, we're going to go through this by position. Let's just look at the top 5 per position. So we've got Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Anthony Richardson is available. That is interesting. Jacoby Brissett, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Will Levis is available, Hendon Hooker. So a lot of those 2023 rookies, I don't really want to go for them because I don't know, that will somehow mess things up, at least in my head storyline. You know what I mean? We've got Derrick Henry here. We've got Cam Akers. Once more, 0 offers. Antonio Gibson, Jamal Williams, AJ Dillon. A lot of good running backs. And you can just see there's an abundance of these players here that are hardly needed anywhere. Not even getting offers. CJ Ham, Kari Blasingame, Andy Yanovich, Andrew Beck. Yeah, these are looking good. Wide receivers. Nice wide receivers here, but I certainly do not need any of these. Tight ends, well, Hunter Henry, Sam Laporte is freaking available, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. Even Tyler Higbee's here. I really like him. Adam Trautman, Jonas Smith, Tucker Kraft, Sean Olo. Okay. Interesting. Well, all right, left tackles. Paris Johnson Jr., he is available. That is crazy. That is just crazy. This should not be the case. Jedrick Wills Jr. is available as well. Now we've got Anton Harrison, who is available, 22-year-old, 87 overall rated player. I mean, if I were to bring him into the team, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? I mean, he would take a lot of our salary. A lot of our salary. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But just saying that the players that are here are really looking very, very good. To be honest, I wanna backfill from the draft. I'm not really interested in going for anybody here. I'd rather get those draft picks ready, and then we can always backfill with players out of free agency. But I will not be starting a bidding war here. Just don't think that is necessary here. There's so many young players at the moment available, but the first round is not where I want to go. Yeah, so just gonna cut this. Let's see each other again now. The free agency recap. Deal done. We are sending 3 draft picks to the Jets. We're receiving the first overall pick for this year's draft. This is what I wanted to have. Don't want to let Caleb Williams slip away. So we're sending 1 draft pick 29 to the Jets for this year's draft. Next year's pick 19, as well as a second round pick number 64 overall. I think this is a good value. Plus, this is a draft where I really want to go deep. The other drafts in the future, not that important for this team, in my opinion. Another deal done. We are sending 3 players to the Bears who had a need at the running position, obviously. They were getting Kenan Nwangu, Derek Hall, and Cedric Tillman. We are getting 5th rounder for 2025. This is basically the pattern that I'm going to be going with for the next few trades here. Just a few more draft picks for the 2025 season. I think that just makes sense to up our ante there and just get rid of a few players. There we go. 3 more players sent to the Eagles. We receive a 3rd rounder, draft pick number 90. Nick Muse, Valerian Lowe, and Scotty Miller changed to the Eagles. Just makes sense. They get squad players and they give us the 3rd rounder, which is not that crazy in terms for the player capital that they are getting. They're all young players. They're all talented players. So that just makes sense. Some more power for the secondary for the Bears. Young players that might help them, but they don't have a spot on our team. 7th rounder is what we get in return. 5th-year option time with Christian Darrisaw, trying to create a budget for the next few years, and next offseason he's going to be looking for a big pay increase. Shown a lot of talent, might warrant a long-term contract. Do you agree? Yes, I do. Absolutely. In that case, do you want me to go ahead and pick his 5th-year option? Yes, I do. No question. Easy enough. I'll get the paperwork started. You picked up Christian Darrisaw's 5th-year option. This will postpone contract negotiations by a year. There we go. Here we go. Time for a free agents recap. And as you can see, I only went for one player, Brian Branch. He is a strong safety out of the 2023 draft. He was released by his team. I don't really know why. He's not a scheme fit, but I just feel like he would be a good addition to the team. I really lowballed him on the offer, and so no surprise that he that I chose him, to put it clearly, because he's just getting no money at all, basically. Over the next few years, it's $2 million per year, and that is really nothing. Basically, we've got a good prospect player here. If this works out, it's great. If it doesn't, well, so be it. A lot of the big players are already gone and have joined new teams. I will just be clicking through this slowly so that you can sort of take this in here. A few of the names where players have gone. I did attempt to lowball a few of these, but that didn't really work out. So yeah, I didn't really expect it to. Anthony Richardson was still available on the last day. That was crazy. Now New Orleans Saints, that just makes sense as well. Anton Harrison, Josie Jewell, Grant Delpit. A lot of players that you can see have joined other teams than they were initially. And this will be making the next season very, very interesting. Apart from Lloyd Cushenberry, the 3rd. No, well, of course he changed. He was with the Giants before. So this will be an interesting one. One thing that I do want to check out is left outside linebacker Brian Burns. Where did he go? I didn't go anywhere, because he was a player that I lowballed, hyper lowballed. But yeah, he basically he didn't like what I wanted to give him, and I wanted to give him nothing at all. So yeah, I didn't get him. Let's just see if he's still available as a free agent at some point in time. Now, things are going to be happening towards the NFL draft. Here we go. Caleb Williams, hidden depth trait, no surprise there. Number 13 quarterback, throw power 97, will be joining the Minnesota Vikings. Here, his skills, as you can see, are very, very good. Injury rating is pretty bad, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for that. But we have a fantastic backup QB in Kerm, so no doubt in my mind that this is the right choice. Second player that we're going for, center Damian Dalcourt. He has a normal depth trait, a little bit of a disappointment with the 6th overall pick. Maybe a bad pick on my behalf, but his strength is good. He's looking promising. Let's just see what his overall will be afterwards. The skills attributes were looking good, and in the basically what I need is a solid center. Nick Harris is a backup center for me, but I want a new starting center, and I think Damian Dalcourt is the way to go here, the Alabama product. Next pick, right tackle Amarius Mims. With a normal depth trait again, he has a pretty good strength here, 95, as you can see, 6'7", he's pretty tall as well. Pretty tough to break down. Georgia product here, number 65. Look at those skills, looking nice. Let's just keep going here. Zion Nelson, left guard out of Miami, 6'5", 316 pounds, 21 years old. Hidden depth trait here. Good strength, good acceleration. The skills look promising as well. I was looking at the pass block finesse, and impact blocking, as well as stamina, pass block power, awareness. All of these areas, I like those. I don't think that he'll be super high. He'll be something like, I would put him at a mid-70 or something. Let's see where it does come out later on. But I do think this is a good pick, and my focus is done. Quarterback and offensive line players. I got 3 now, and now we can start looking towards other areas of the team. And this is a pick in the 2nd round. Tyler Barron, right edge out of Tennessee, 6'5", 260 pounds, hidden depth trait. Liking what I'm seeing here. This is very, very nice. The attributes still all over the place. Didn't really focus on this player here, but this is the first player that we're going to be slotting into the defense. I feel like that is exactly what we need. A versatile player for the edges. Maybe one to be able to take over from our veteran right edge. I think right edge it is, right? Next up, left outside linebacker Jaquelin Smith, Arizona. Right-handed, 6'4", 234 pounds, 21 years old. Hidden depth trait. Look at those athletic ratings. Very nice. The skills also pretty versatile. I think that he will be a good understudy for Marcus Davenport. Another left outside linebacker, Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste out of Ole Miss. He has a normal depth trait. I will be converting him to a right outside linebacker because this is a second position where I just need some backup. He's got solid stats. I don't think that he's going to be a top player, but a very good backup. And again, we're just building the team for the future here. Maason Smith, D-tackle out of LSU, right-handed, 6'6", 295. With a hidden depth trait, didn't expect this as the final pick in the second round. I was just looking for an additional D-tackle because we just let James Lynch go, so we need a new one, and Maason Smith is just the dude to do it. Welcome aboard. Time for the draft recap, and you were live along the way. I did it in a different format this time around, but we've got Caleb Williams, starting position 83 overall. Liking that a lot. With a hidden depth trait, our starting QB for the future. We've got Damian Dalcourt, 75 rated, starting center for the future. Only a normal depth trait, but we'll see how that works out. We've got Amarius Mims, 84 rated right tackle. I'm even thinking of trying him out at the center position because that would be crazy good, right? Just look at those stats. He is so good. Jesus Christ, Amarius Mims. What a good pick. We've got Brandon Dorlus here, right edge. We've got Zion Nelson, left guard. We've got another right edge in Tyler Barron. He's 69 rated only. That's not too good, but he does have a hidden depth trait, so that might help him grow a little bit quicker. Plus, he's only going to be a backup anyways. We're looking at Clayton Smith, left outside linebacker, another left outside linebacker. One of those will be a right outside linebacker in no time. We've got Maason Smith, a D-tackle, an additional one here. We've got Tyreek Chappelle, a cornerback, man-to-man with a 70 overall. And we've got a 70 rated tight end, Thomas Fidone, the second out of Nebraska with a hidden depth trait. He was a UDFA again. So I just love going for these dudes, finding good players down there. Yeah. Draft recap done. Let's get those players into our team. We're sending 2 players to the Jaguars. Nick Harris, our center, and Ezechio Tomewo, right edge. We are receiving a 3rd round pick for the 2025 draft. They immediately get value, and we get a draft pick for the next draft. Let's take a quick cruise through our roster as it stands at the moment. We've got Caleb Williams, first overall pick, rookie with a hidden depth trait, as our starting quarterback, and immediately that's a big jump. Big jump in attributes. Is he a scheme fit? Not yet, but we'll work on that. Kerem Koscielny as a mentor and bridge QB, fantastic backup to have. Jaron Hall is our 3rd string QB, can work with that. We've got the running back room. We've got Alexander Madison still here, Kareem Hunt, of course, Devon Shane and DeWayne McBride. Devon Shane was available, and I just snagged him in free agency. He was there. He's got a 1-year deal now. Look at those ratings. And he's just immediately a jump up from DeWayne McBride. I'm really struggling here. I'm not decided yet which way I'm going to go. But just looking at the way of, rationale, I just feel like Devon Shane is the better choice here. Fullback has been Skowronek, unchanged. Wide receivers, we still have the same 5. I'm not going to change things too much. We still have Justin Jefferson with an X factor. We still have Jordan Addison with a superstar. Nigel Sowell has dropped down to star. This is not great, but at the same time, it's okay for me because I wasn't too happy with having so many of these players so highly rated. And Raheem Kidley, they're still good players, don't get me wrong. So I'm actually not even bummed by that. Jalen Reagor's still here. Tight end room, TJ Hawkinson. We've got Darnell Washington, who has snagged again in free agency. He was available. Look at this dude, man. Such a good tight end. 81 rated, 23 years old, out of Georgia. Was just waiting to be picked. Nate McKenzie's here still. Let me just check his depth trait. His depth trait is still star. That is positive. And we've got Thomas Fidone, the second, the hidden depth rookie. Left tackle, Christian Darrisaw. We've got Jalen Mayfield as his backup. Left guard, Ezra Cleveland. Zion Nelson as his backup, the rookie. We've got the centers, Amarius Mims, who I switched over, 21 and 84. He's looking very capable at that position. I'm liking the look of the big dude to hide behind. Plus, Damian Dalcourt is a real rookie initial center player, so he's here as well. Looking very solid this room now. Right guard Ed Ingram. We've got Steve Avila as his backup here. Right tackle Brian O'Neill, Darnell Wright unchanged. Harrison Phillips and Curtis Weaver still on that left edge position. Right edge Andre Carter with the lead. Brandon Dorlus and Tyler Barron are the backups here. I might be using one of these two in the practice squad. I'm also thinking of maybe cutting Curtis Weaver. Just not sure about this one here. And if I really want to keep him, or maybe utilize one of these two players here and help them grow quicker. D tackles, we've got Jaquelin Roy as the lead, of course, Adetomiwa Adebawore still, and Maason Smith, the rookie that we picked up here with a hidden depth trade rookie out of LSU, looking absolutely fantastic. Left outside linebacker, TJ Wonnum, 2680. We've got Clayton Smith, a rookie. Mid linebackers, Kenneth Murray Jr., then Jack Campbell, then Brian Asamoah II. I'm going to try doing this with 3 mid linebackers. Might snag another one. Let's see what happens. Marcus Davenport is our lead right outside linebacker. We've got Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste, a rookie behind him. Cornerbacks, we've got a bunch load here. Byron Murphy Jr., Andy Booth Jr., Mekhi Blackmon. We've got Tyson Huntington, who was available in free agency. Again, he's just looking really solid, looking really good. Immediately slotting in there. Noah Ikbenogany was available. We've got a Caleb Evans, Jay Ward, and Tyreek Chappelle, the rookie that we picked. Free safeties, Louis Seen. We've got Cameron Bynum. Strong safety, we've got Josh Metellus and Brian Branch, who was available as a free agent. So I actually feel that this is a step up from Caden Stearns. Kicker, Riley Patterson, and the punter is still Ryan Wright. Apart from that, we've got a few draft picks this season. The practice squad's still empty, and that is our roster. And now, basically, all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moving through the preseason weeks up to week 1 of the next regular season. So guys, here we are, first season of the 2024 season, the 3rd season in the Minnesota Vikings franchise. The team has been rebuilt. We're going to be taking a look at it in the next episode in depth. We're also going to be setting everything from the season goal, player negotiations, week 1, by the way, that's nice. Opening day keys, rookie QB, a lot of things to talk about. Later, going to be taking a look at the Lions. Tough team that we're going to be facing here, but I do feel like we are ready for this season. And who knows, might even be a 3rd Super Bowl in 3 seasons. That would be crazy. But yeah, so much thanks to you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop me a like and subscribe. Just means a lot to me. And as always, guys, thanks so much for being here. See you next time.